You know, I don't know that there's anything better than this in the cold weather. We have Steve Grimes from Crane Ramen in Riverside here this morning to talk about everything that they offer. I mean, it's the perfect place when we get these chilly temperatures. It's a perfect place anyway because I'm a giant fan of your ramen.
Oh, thank you.
You brought a lot of examples today to show us. You have a big variety.
We do. Certain shops try and focus on one thing, one broth or one style.
Yep.
And I'd like to give as much variety and option as possible. So we have vegetarian ramen.
Right over here.
Actually vegan ramen.
Yep.
We've got clear and heavy broths. I'll start to assemble, but the one I wanted to showcase today is we're doing
The bone, is that?
this is a beef marrow bone.
Yum.
And then we've got one full day broth, and it also comes with some bok choy and a soy egg. As it stands, it looks a little bit simple, but the complexity comes from the broth that's been cooking for an entire day.
Yes.
And then you want to just kind of let everything come together.
Come together and let all those flavors. Now, do you just scoop that out?
So the interesting thing is, I mean, ramen's supposed to be this, right? Like Japanese people, you have to eat sushi this way. No, man, it's food.
Yeah, just have it the way.
Just eat it the way you want to eat it.
You know what? Honestly, I love the way you describe that because that's how I feel about it, and that's why I love all the different options that you have. And that means you can add what you want.
I mean, really, it is that versatile. There's people that come in and they feel embarrassed. Like, can I have a fork? I'm like, sure. I mean,
get a fork.
There's nothing wrong. Like, you don't have to eat with your fingers or anything like that. The easiest way I would suggest to eat the bone marrow is you can just dig it out with your chopsticks.
Yep.
You can also just use a spoon.
Okay.
Some people pick up the noodle and then they kind of dig it in to get that to coat the noodle. And then the real adventurous people or hardcore will finish the bowl and then order a shot of whiskey and then and then take a shot of whiskey as like a luge.
I have never heard this. So you do the shot. How do you do it?
So you finish, I guess it would be like this. So
you do the shot through the bone marrow?
And then you put the shot here and then you just take the shot of whiskey.
That's probably one of the coolest.
And I've seen people do it with like tequila and stuff like that,
I've ever heard.
Whiskey works because it's like whiskey and meat, right? Like
right, meat and whiskey. I mean, why not? Oh my gosh, I love it. The other part of that too. Now, with all these different bowls that you have here, is an egg standard in every one?
No, I mean we don't put an egg in our vegetarian miso.
Yeah. Yes, obviously, yeah.
But people will order an egg. Some people just want something light.
Yep.
Some people don't want any meat at all, and they just want the egg.
So we've got our vegetarian, then we've got our bone marrow. What's this one?
This is the shoyu. This is what I did at our last segment.
Oh yeah, when you were on last time. Yep.
So it's a chicken and fish broth.
Okay.
And then you've got pork butt that's been braised for 4 hours, and then it gets a soy egg, drawing a blank, pickled bamboo shoots.
Okay.
And bok choy. And then we've got our shio ramen. People really go crazy for this one because there's seafood in it.
Okay.
It gets fresh snow crab.
Oh.
It also gets pork belly.
Wow.
So you get a mixture of the two. I like this one personally because it's really light.
Yeah.
It's not too heavy. But again, people will order this and then they want to add hot sauce or...
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, there's nothing that is... and I love that too as a chef that you don't get offended. I mean, you want people to enjoy their experience and change it up if they want to change it.
Do you? Sometimes I really do.
Okay.
I want this, but I don't want that, and this and that, and I take a long time to think about what is specifically going in and how this works with that.
At least your honesty.
I try and think about it like my sister hates tomatoes. And she doesn't want a burger with tomatoes. So, okay, all right, I won't give you a tomato.
I won't give you a tomato. Okay, and what is this one?
This is our paitan chicken. So this is a complete chicken broth with dried ginger. And then we've got chicken meatballs that we make. You get cherry tomato, and then this is a coriander Szechuan pickled onion.
We have only a few seconds left. I know you've got one more to put together. And what's our last one?
This is the tonkotsu broth, the pork bone broth. By far our absolute best seller because it's pork bone. It's a 36-hour broth made with one entire pig. So with the feet, the head, and the femur, and then we cook it to take out the bone marrow. But as you can see, light, heavy, but lots of different varieties.
That one's not vegetarian. Now that you see it, I mean, there's no question, it is getting rave reviews. You need to go to Crane Ramen. It is located in Riverside. No better time to do it than today, tomorrow, while we're experiencing these cool temperatures, but they're always open, even in the summer, and it's still delicious then. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Scott, back to you.
Well, thank you, Nikki. It does look good. I'm starving now. Sorry,
we're
I'm gonna
missing
interrupt
Scott.
real quick. Sorry, we'll get back to that in a second. I've never been so happy to be hungry.
You know what? He went
This is
outside
great.
to grab the ramen.
I
That's
did.
when you
I
know that a restaurant is really, really good.
Can you guys see that? I don't want to.
It's so good.
I don't want to spill.
Don't
but
spill. I have a
won't
different one
spill.
over there. I got the one with crab.
Great.
And
Okay.
yeah, it's so delicious.
Okay.
So
get back to that.
as I was saying, a Florida